just before I start my discussion, my own brief experience about this young man is been is a kind of Achu was always for me like we all from just like me. Most of Ghanaians know him from the Black Stars to his career in the EPL, and then far away in Turkey where he unfortunately met his demise. But Achu was actually at a point in time hailed as Ghana's Messi, and that was how he jumped onto the scene. A lefty, very fast on the ball, with pace, dribbling, passes, and could score goals. There was a point in time people used to rush to, is it Accra Sports Stadium or where was that, just to see Achu train when the Black Stars were to play a match, bro. Like he was special. When he first came onto the scene, he was special. He was something like he was special. And that was the time Messi too was very high. So quickly, we Ghanaians label him Ghana's Messi. And it's because of the way he played football. And he himself has, I think he had a tattoo of something like a sort of Messi kind of tattoo on his left leg, just to show how much he also idolized Messi. But that's where we got to know. I got to know Achu from, like just to see him first time in the Black Stars or in the squad. And I remember Stephen Appiah gave a story about him. Was it him? Yeah. And he was saying that he went to the stadium one day, training park, and then a youngster controlled a ball, and he was like, "Charlie, this youngsters, is that how you are playing the football?" And no one, it wasn't anybody apart from what Christian Atsu, just the way he could play in the Black Star, or just the way he was dedicated to his team. Achu went to Newcastle where he spent a long number of years at Newcastle, and then had a brief time at Chelsea before going out to the Turkey team Hitaspor. But one thing people like about him is that from all of our people who know him, people who have not actually met him but just from afar, have all testified to his generosity, and that's one thing that pained people a lot. That he was a young man who found it easy to give. Anybody who asks that, what do you like about you? The person just says that, oh, actually, he's very charitable. He's very generous. And even after this earthquake stuff, the number of people who came out to just say that Achu helped me in this at this moment in my life. Achu helped me at this moment in my life. They are countless. And he was just a young man from a village. He wasn't from a rich family. He was not a person who was used to wealth. But just the little wealth that he got from football, he didn't have any hard time giving out or to help people. There was this Nigerian comedian who posted a chat of him, and what he was saying was like, "I will help you finish your school." Like, he was saying, "I will help you finish your school so you can get a better job." That's how calm, or that was how far Achu was generous. To the point where someone just texts you online, you're like, "Charlie, I will help you finish your school." Like, who does that? Achu did that. So for a lot of people, they know him specifically for his generosity and his charitable works. And also one other thing people know him for was his jokes. Like, man, he was so jovial on camp. When you see videos from Asamoah and Wakaso, it looks like the person everybody wanted to bully on in the camp of the Black Stars, and he always made people laugh. Like a young man, very, very lively person, very lively about football, very lively about life itself. Then that's what pained a lot of people about his demise. Not because he's popular or famous, but just because of the person he is. I saw John Terry posted about him. I was like, John Terry himself posted about him. And what John Terry was saying was like, it was nice to meet a special person. Like, I'm like, wow. Even a person like John Terry, Achu had an effect on. Just because of his simplicity, just because of his kind nature, of his lively type of life, just easygoing. He didn't care about it. He just wanted to play his football, be with his family, and then do his best for people that he can help. And that is the kind of person that Ghana has lost. Achu is not a politician. Achu is not a businessman. Achu is not a government person who were saying that he has fought for freedom or not. No, Achu was just a young man who played football and was willing to help people. That was all. That's the kind of person Achu was. So I remember on Saturday I woke up late on Saturday around 10 a.m. and I took my phone. The first thing I saw when I went online was Achu's. I was like, bro, what's happening? I nearly cried. Like, this is the first time like someone died and I nearly cried. That's never happened. I'm just lying. I'm like, I'm going to cry for a truth I've never met, bro. It was serious. Like, wow, because the whole nation was held in a state of anxiety for more than almost 2 weeks, 12 days, and people just wanted to deny that this cannot happen to Achu because of the kind of person he was. But eventually, we had that particular sad news or information from Turkey. Yesterday, Sunday, his body was flown into Ghana, where the state will help in what? In giving him a very befitting burial. Like I was saying, no one knew the point at which he passed away. Maybe when he was passing, he was happy. Or maybe when he was passing, there was some peace in his heart. So, no matter how much you want to imagine the pain, maybe, like as we say, it's God who knows best, God who gives and God who takes. And we hope that at his last moments, no matter the tragedy that he was stuck in, he had peace in his heart and he has comfort, especially from all the prayers that Ghanaians and loved ones sent across to him. So rest in peace, Christian Atsu. Charlie, this guy is a super guy, but this life. Everybody time will come, everybody will run away. We are still live on the Cubicle live on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's take a short break. Short break. We'll come back and introduce my guest for the day, and then we'll look at the topic coaching and mentoring part 2, where we're looking at what key